Everybody is born with a little something extra, and sometimes they just have to find it. A little something extra is that superpower that every single one of us has inside that motivates us and drives our passion and makes us do the things that we do.
We're all on the same team. Let's think about how we can make that team as inclusive as we can.
For those of you listening to our podcast right now, you can also check out our video podcast at alittlesomethingextrapodcast.org.
With my mom and the GiGi. And most of all, the Franco.
Oh.
And most of all,
Oh, wow. How about
You're
that?
really starting to hype me up. I'm training you well.
And then we here with our players in Tampa.
Yeah.
So here's Deven and Dee.
Woo! Oh,
Nice
geez,
job,
that was
Gigi.
good. Wow, nice intro.
Welcome on, guys.
Yes.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, thanks for being in-house, doing a podcast as well. I think
the
this is the most people
studio.
that we've had just sitting like this.
Yes.
It's fantastic.
That was real good, by the way.
Thank you.
Great. Yeah. You've done enough of these now at this point where you're actually getting pretty good at doing your intros.
Yeah.
And I'm really appreciating the love that you're showing me. When we first started doing these shows, Cheech was so cold.
She was, she did not want Franco because his name is not on the sign, is it? Now we're going to have to add it
Took
in
it
there.
really
It's
literal.
okay.
Now,
You the big brother?
I am the big brother, yep.
The Franco.
The Franco. Oh.
yeah, and you're even giving me a brand too. Like I'm
Yeah.
the
How about
Franco.
that?
Mm-hmm. No last name needed. Everyone knows.
I know.
All right. Well, should we talk about why we're joined by our guests today?
Yes.
Yeah. You want to
I'm so
open it
excited.
up?
Yes.
Yeah. I know you're
You
just so
guys,
excited.
I
to get
can't
to
help
talk.
it. I am. You have no idea. I'm sweating right now because we are so grateful for you guys stepping up and giving a voice to Down syndrome. I mean, you're not stepping up for your own kids. You're stepping up for an entire population of people. And you guys chose to do that on the national stage in the My Cause, My Cleats campaign from the NFL and wore the Gigi's cleats on the field for Tampa Bay. And I can't tell you what that meant to us. And we didn't even know you were doing it. And then we find out, I'm like, what? I gotta meet these guys. I was like, I'm going to Tampa. I was so beyond blown away. We need your voices. We need the voices of the NFL. We need the voices of the world. We need people to listen. And people listen to you guys. They look up to you guys. You know what it's like for the siblings to know that you guys did that? It is the coolest thing ever. So please, when you got, I don't know how it all started. If you guys talked about it, just give us the story behind how it happened.
Really, our reporter Casey, she came at least to me with the idea, and she was just found out I had a son with Down syndrome, and she was like, we do My Cause, My Cleats, and Gigi's Playhouse would be a great fit for you. And honestly, I'm all for it. I was 19 years old, finding out I had a son with Down syndrome. So it's just been my goal, just to make sure that he has the life that I want him to have, and any way I can help him, and I just want to do that.
That's amazing. So you were 19 when he was born. Clearly, obviously did not know you were going to have a baby with Down syndrome. And how did you find out at the hospital, or how did things? How did that happen?
Whenever his mother was pregnant, we ended up they looked on the ultrasound, I guess, and then they saw something in the amniotic fluid, I guess, that there could be a possibility. And then when he was born, they ended up confirming that he had it. And honestly, I was already more prepared for it. Once I found out that there could be a possibility, I was all for it, and then as time went on, it was just it just became
It's
natural.
your boy.
It's
It's your
my
boy. That's all it is, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's so awesome. And that's just a message in and of itself. It's just my boy.
Yeah.
Like anybody else.
That's it.
That's awesome. How about you, Dee?
For me, it's a little different. So I think it's my third time doing it. So
awesome.
So the first time I did it, I didn't really think about it like being so major. I just said, well, let's do it. My daughter has Down syndrome, all right, because I treat her normal. I don't look at her in a different type of way. Yeah. And then DT came on the team, and Miss Casey was like, hey, it's another one of your teammates. His son got Down syndrome. I was like, oh, that's cool. So, and then that's when I heard about GiGi Playhouse, because I didn't hear about GiGi Playhouse until this year.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So then, we just all got together and came up with it.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah. And when I first heard, when my wife, she was calling me crying and everything like that. I was training. I was like, baby, it's all right. It's nothing we can handle. Everything will be all right. And she just came out wonderful. I wasn't expecting anything else.
Oh my God. What a gift from God that you guys accepting it the way that you do. And I'm telling you, we're going to be best friends. I'm just going to tell you right now. I am going to take this as far as I can because the voice you can give people, what you can do to show people the potential in our kids. And that just, I think that people are always so surprised when they meet me or probably meet you that you have a kid with Down syndrome. Like, it's the last thing they expect. But why?
Yeah.
Why is it the last thing you expect? Why not me?
Yeah.
It's us.
It's very true.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna change
We were
it for
chosen.
anything.
And you know what? God doesn't give us these voices for nothing. He gives us these voices so that we use them to create change.
No doubt.
And that's what you guys are doing. And we are so beyond blessed. I can't wait to celebrate you tomorrow night. You have no idea.
Well, I'm so happy.
too?
That,
Yeah.
And I bet you guys probably had this same coming to realization, the fact that you guys got brought together too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes.
think about it. It's like
It's
one in
like-
every 700 kids are born with Down syndrome, and now it's on a 54-man roster. There's two guys on the team with kids with Down syndrome. It's a coincidence, and I feel like it's definitely something that's just a calling, being like, hey, you guys can actually make a real difference there.
Yeah, no doubt. And I mean, it's like since I met D, he's been one of the coolest dudes I've met. You know what I'm saying? So it's just been the way that we connect. You know what I'm saying? Like off of our kids, like it's a different connection for sure.
Yeah,
Oh,
it totally does. I mean, even from my perspective of being like a sibling, whenever I meet any other siblings out there that have a kid, they have a sibling with Down syndrome, that connection's formed, and it's definitely with parents too. And the fact that you guys could be out there, especially on the opposite side of the ball too,
We used to be going at it. Huh?
going at it with each other. Yeah.
But so,
I mean,
No, it's definitely cool.
I think for me it's so amazing. Like I watch DT, like you see, he had his son at 19, and I mean, I think for me it's like you don't see a lot of kids embracing people with Down syndrome like that at a young age because they're more embarrassed.
Yes.
So like I was telling my wife, I was like, man, it's important that we show that there's nothing wrong with Down syndrome. They're just like us. They just move a little different. They learn a little different than us. So I mean, I think that us being so young and embracing it and being a voice, I think it bring more adults and more teenagers to come out and say, hey, let me go get my child checked out. Let me go get my child the right treatment and stuff like that. So it could just be as normal.
Absolutely. I mean, you guys have no idea. I mean, what the change that you could make. Because, I mean, just the way that you are embracing it, the way, and people, again, just don't think it's, at 19 years old, that someone's going to have a baby with Down syndrome.
yeah, and I had a daughter before then. She was 1 year old, and then
Oh,
I
wow.
had her the next year.
Yes. Well, average age, they say, to have a baby with Down syndrome is 27.
Wow.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So there's
I never
isn't that something?
Yeah.
Dang. I didn't know that. That's
27.
Like 25? 25.
You almost there.
Wow.
You almost there.
You guys are, yes.
Yeah, and I think what was so cool too is the opportunities that have even come with what you guys did when it came to just giving us that platform.
Yeah.
I mean, the fact that you guys had that story get done, and I don't even know if you guys know this is the reason, but so when you guys did that interview at the Playhouse in Tampa, you had the My Cause, My Cleats, and then this Tampa sports agency saw that story of you guys getting interviewed on the news, and they was like, wow, this is an incredible story that you guys talked about, and an amazing opportunity. So then they reached out to us and said, hey, we're selling ad space in the Super Bowl program. So we saw GiGi's Playhouse, all these NFL players backing it up because we had a couple of players up here doing the My Cause, My Cleats also. And they're like, hey, we would love to be able to help you guys get a spot in the Super Bowl program this year. And we were like, yeah, we'll take it. Yeah.
Did you see
I mean,
our
it's-
ad? Oh, you guys, can someone go get the ad? Yeah.
And yeah, so being able to then, because our big thing is we, of course, are a big name in the Down syndrome community, but we're not. I mean, we're trying to get on a more national level, especially when it comes to our acceptance campaign that we're running with the I Accept You Pledge and Generation G, which was what our Super Bowl ad was really built around, just that idea to be better every day, to be generous, accepting, and kind. And by pushing that, it's allowed us to now push it into this whole new demographic, which is, and the Super Bowl puts it on the national and global stage.
Yeah.
And it gets us out of just the Down syndrome community, but it's talking more about just the need for acceptance and inclusion of all people, regardless of, disability or not, regardless of, race, regardless of culture, really anyone should be accepted for who they are.
Yeah.
And that's really that message that we're trying to preach. And the fact that you guys inadvertently kind of helped us get
in there isn't that crazy?
It's pretty awesome.
I think too, when I think about just in the Black community, how important it is. They need a voice.
Definitely.
We need. Ashley came on, someone that we had on
Yeah,
the
we had another
podcast, and I remember what she said to us. And she was another one another young black mom. And when she went in, the doctor said, people like you terminate these kids. She was like,
That was
wait,
the
what?
exact words.
And then she was like, you know what? And then she went home. She was like, I realized I don't see a lot of people like me. You know what? Maybe they're right. And she's like, but that's not what I'm going to do. And it's been her mission ever since to bring that awareness. And we're trying to help her in every way we can. We really want to help her give that voice. And you guys can really make that platform for our population. That population needs it. We really need you to help, because that's just something we need to know, that we want everyone to know that our programs are here, that we are here, that everyone is supported. I mean, everybody is welcome at GiGi's and everybody is supported. And I've never understood. I just remember sitting there with Ashley saying, when she said that to us, and how are we going to help her? And we've been trying to give her a platform ever since. And she said sometimes she feels so alone because she doesn't feel like the other families are out as much. And she said when she was out, and you'll read this, I don't know if you read our Generation G magazine, when she was out, they said that a woman walked up to her and said, I'm surprised you bring a baby like that out, especially being a black baby. I was like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Yeah.
So you guys, there's a lot of talk out there that's not positive. That's just another level of this that needs to change. And we would love to get that voice out there and to help more families that have been told they shouldn't be here. That can't be okay. It wasn't okay with Ashley. It's not okay with any of our families. And we want that love and support to just be pushed out to them. So you guys speaking up and stepping up, I don't even know if you know how much it means. And your wife too. I mean,
I think
her being that voice. I mean it.
I want to give my wife a shout out.
Yes.
Because she's very full force into our daughter.
Yes.
Even like kids around her, I think she's the baby whisperer.
I love it.
Oh, G.
Oh, G, she's taking your. G just claimed to fame.
G's the
as
self-proclaimed
being the
baby whisperer as
whisperer.
well.
She don't discriminate any kid. Like she always full forward education. Like
Love it.
she want to make them as best as possible as she can do. So
Yes.
I want to give my wife a huge shout out.
Oh,
'Cause, I mean,
she's amazing. We just got to meet her today, and
right.
so blessed. And I would love to talk to Ashley too. We really want to help raise that platform.
Well,
we have to.
yeah, that's the key. It's really just what you were saying is exposure and making sure that people are seeing that. Yeah, you're going out in the community and you're going to places like GiGi's. You're going to just different places where you're just out in public and just hanging out and just living a normal life.
Yeah.
And I think that was always like, and that was something that was a part of the Down syndrome community, regardless of race, forever, is that people weren't necessarily going out because people were like, okay, the shame is there. And it's just like, and that
that's
is
the word.
luckily being extinguished now. And that's really going away. And it's just becoming normal to be able to go out. But
it's still there for some.
No. It absolutely is. And that's the thing. I think the more we just continue to practice and just being.
They are in the next magazine. You guys are in the next Generation G magazine for sure.
Okay.
I mean, you guys have to be there.
You're in it?
Yes,
Gigi
G is
is
in it.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
You famous.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
That's right. We got to get some. Yeah.
Me and my boyfriend too.
I told you the boyfriend was going to happen. It was only a matter of time. We were doing so good, and it was only a matter of time before she had to bring the boyfriend into this.
He's in it though.
Well, yes,
He
he's in the
is.
magazine
Yes.
too.
That's very true.
Yes.
Sorry.
It's good that you love him, though. That's all
He's
that matters.
the Lucas.
Oh, he's the Lucas.
Shout out
Really?
to Lucas.
But
Yeah.
me, the DG, me, and he's the Lucas.
Oh, okay. Well,
So.
then
Yeah.
I'm the Nancy.
Nope.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Nope, you're not. Never will be. Can't be. Yep.
That's
Yep.
funny.
So what else? Okay. So a little bit about you guys. Sorry, we got off on total tangents everywhere, but that's what we do here. Squirrel, Franco just knows that I will go off on anything that I'm thinking about in that moment.
Yeah.
So like growing up, you guys always football? Is that what life was for you?
For me, it's football. I mean, I grew up. I got 11 uncles and aunts, so I mean, I got a big family.
Yeah.
And I mean, we just sports is all in our family. Football was all I know, but sports in general is really what I knew. And that's it. Just growing up,
That's
having
it.
fun.
And now you got a boy coming.
Now I got a boy coming.
That's awesome.
So I mean,
So now you can have the cheerleader. You got your daughter, the cheerleader.
yeah, but she's
No.
a little rough, so he gonna have to fall in line. 'Cause she not a slouch, so he gonna have to fall in line pretty fast because she gonna be pretty rough on him. But I mean, I think he'll be all right.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Fantastic.
Same thing with me. I grew up playing football more than anything, and once I had both of my kids, they became my life. My daughter at first, she was like, I had her when I was 17, right before I went to college. So, I mean, she was like the forefront of my mission on why I wanted to be where I wanted to go, and then, look up a year later and have my baby boy, so it was just a lot, like coming in at me at a young age, you know what I mean? So, but I think that growing up, my mom and my dad really, they helped me learn those things. I had to grow up at a really fast age, so I was really just kind of prepared for it all, and I was able to embrace it the way that I did, just because, I was raised in a good household. Even though my mom and dad weren't together, they both instilled good morality and principle in me.
Totally. That's such a blessing. Wow. I'm blown away by you guys. I'm so grateful. I'm so beyond grateful.
Thank you for having us.
Yes.
This is
Oh my
amazing.
gosh.
Absolutely. And then you guys are currently, we didn't even really introduce it at the beginning. You guys are two.
Yeah, I guess we should introduce
two both currently on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Yep.
And you guys playing next season for the Bucs too?
How willing it is.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, you guys had a big surprise season this year too. This was kind of like the thought was going to be like
praying
a rebuild.
so hard. I'm like, oh my gosh, my cleat boys. Come on, let's do this. So bad.
That first round, no one was really expecting you guys to just go through the Eagles like that. And then, you guys manhandled them. It wasn't even like a question. And the fact that you guys had Baker step in this year too, which is pretty sweet. I don't think there's a person in the world that doesn't like Baker Mayfield. At this point, especially down in Tampa. That's for sure. So just for this year, everyone's kind of got the eyes on Tampa too, seeing like, all right, well, this year was supposed to be a rebuild. You guys end up making it to the second round of the playoffs.
So cool.
And now
we definitely I think me personally coming into the season, I knew that we were going to be really good.
You guys had squad. there was no doubt. Just
we all work hard too. Like we all we have a good chemistry in our locker room too. On top of that, and even around the facility, everybody really cool with each other for us. So that helps out a lot.
Yeah, I think people just kind of counting you out because Brady walks out, so then everyone's like, all right, well this team's done for, and it's like, no, there was a solid foundation. You guys won a Super Bowl 2 years ago. Wow. It's not that insane. You guys were gonna be good. You guys had great receiving core. You guys have a great defense. There was no doubt. So, and being you're a receiver for the team, right? Yeah. So, what's that experience been like? You got, Godwin, Mike Evans. You got some future, at least with Evans for sure, future Hall of Famer. What's that experience like as a young wide receiver?
It's been great. Even from when I first got in last year, in my rookie year, they both have been just great role models to me, and just just showing me how to be a better football player, be a professional, but also off the field that there's more than just being a football player. Especially with Mike and even Chris too. They both do the same things. But Mike's really a guy I look up to, just how humble he is, his humility, and just the way he goes about everything. Dee, I tell you, last year he bought us all freaking scooters for Christmas. Then they were the big old power Segway.
Yeah.
We're just it's just the little things he does, and even for especially the receiver group, we do he makes sure we do a lot of different things to connect our group and get us closer. And
totally,
it's been amazing.
Where'd you get that?
Whoa.
That's awesome, though, man.
There she go.
What's up?
You say hello, Madison?
Hello.
Say hi.
Say hello.
Say hi. I'm going to daddy.
Oh, yeah.
Say hello.
Oh, yeah. There's Miss Madison.
You say hello.
Where'd
Say
she
hello
get
to
that
GiGi?
apron from?
What?
Where you going?
She's like, no, I just wanted to see what was up.
Nope, just wanted to sit up.
I'm out. I'm out. Back to the ball pit. Bye.
Just wanted to come in, give Dad a hug.
Yep. Oh, jeez.
Now she's out.
Oh, now she's looking at her.
She's wide open. I told you, you got to fall in line.
Yeah.
She's something else.
She's
She thinks
awesome.
she's the boss.
Oh, yeah, she is the boss.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Just cute.
21 years later, here you go. Yep.
Yeah.
Just
Oh,
cute.
man.
She's so
You're
cute.
welcome.
Really
Gigi,
cute.
you have any questions?
What is your favorite part to do in football?
What's your favorite part about being in football? Yeah.
I think my favorite part is being around the team. Building relationships with my teammates and stuff like that, hanging out and meeting their family and things like that. That's my favorite part.
The brotherhood for sure.
Yeah, just building that bond, I think that goes such a long way from, going from college to the NFL, even in high school, you meet a group of people and then going to college and NFL, you meet people from all across the world, or across the country at least.
Yeah.
And, you build these different bonds and connections and, it just goes to show how, connected people can be, and that also helps bring awareness back to, this situation is that, people with Down syndrome are no different than us and we're all connected in the same way, I believe personally, so.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And spreading
Amazing.
that message is
Yeah,
huge.
she's back.
She's back. It's all right. Hey, girl. Where's Daddy? Can you see him on there? No.
She got a new friend. She got a new friend.
Oh yeah, she's like, "Where's Megan? I'm going to hang out with Megan." Well, I like your apron. She's in, she's out.
I love it.
Well, you guys, we are tomorrow night.
Oh, and
okay.
Gigi has her other question that she always
Oh,
goes
I'm
to
sorry.
too. What's
Oh,
your
yeah.
main question that you want to ask?
Good.
That you ask every episode.
Oh, you have a different one too?
Yes.
Oh,
Oh, what do you got?
Sorry. I was in football too, and I was in. Sorry. I was playing football, and I was Philly football.
Powder puff.
Powder puff.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Okay. How
Yep.
did you like it?
I'm good. Kind of a little hard.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, a little bit.
A little
Little
different.
Yeah.
Especially in game.
She calls her mom up for not going to a Powder Puff game, right? It was fine. It was fun, but my mom didn't support me.
Oh no.
She went to go watch my sister instead.
It was Mom's weekend at U of I, so wasn't gonna miss that. Yeah. Sorry about that, Gigi.
Just immediately.
I guess maybe
Your mother doesn't support you
Yeah.
in anything that she does, ever.
Probably next time she'll come.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
next time you do a Powder
All
Puff
those
game.
memories.
Whenever
of
that
how Mommy
happens,
let her
yeah.
down again.
Next time.
Here we
You've
go.
been a colossal disappointment to her.
Next time.
What have you ever
Don't let
done
me
for
down.
Gigi Gianni?
I will not let you down. Well, and there's times when I've let her down when she tells me it's okay until we're in front of people
And
and
then she
it's not.
exposes
Like
it in front of the
for her
cameras.
senior prom,
Make you feel bad.
she was like,
Oh,
the Sacramento location was opening, and she was like, I wanted to go to the opening of the Sacramento location. So we go. They were having a VIP event the night before, so we're going to the VIP event, which was the night that her prom would have been. And by the
I was
time we get
crying.
there, bawling because she wasn't at her senior prom. I'm like,
because my friend posts on Instagram and I was crying.
yeah.
Well, you
so,
said you didn't want to go.
I
Right.
know.
So then, you know what they did at Sacramento? They made a prom for you.
They
Yeah,
did.
they did.
She had her own-
I was
That was
prom
okay.
queen.
She was the prom queen at her own personal prom at Gigi's Playhouse, Sacramento.
Yep.
And now, what is our next opening that we're going to?
Las Vegas.
Las Vegas, baby.
baby.
Woo! Yep. We open in Vegas in 2 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I remember
Lots
saying that thing.
crazy
Yep.
stuff going on.
And Charleston.
And then Charleston,
That's right.
which
where I'm
Dee
from.
is from Charleston. He's from that area right there, South Carolina.
Mhm.
Yeah, we can't wait for that. That one's going to be a good one. Yeah, lots of openings coming up. So,
Lots of fun stuff.
yeah, great stuff happening. Tomorrow night's going to be amazing.
Yep.
We can't wait to award you guys. Generation G Hero is it's such an important award. And it's not just meant for that night. It's meant it's a new way of life. It's a way of living. It's something that you get, and we're going to celebrate you in every way possible. It's awards that, I would love the NFL to do a Generation G award. Generation G is just a conscious decision to be better every day. Be generous, be kind, be accepting. And all you have to do is put a heart on your hand with a G in it.
And post it.
And post it.
On Instagram.
Yep.
Or Twitter.
Or whatever you want. Anything else? Yeah.
Facebook.
No, okay. It could be there
So,
too.
social media.
Sorry.
Yeah,
Yeah.
social media.
Sorry.
And just take that acceptance pledge. If you go to iacceptyou.org, that's where you can take the pledge. Anyone can take the pledge and join our army of acceptance. And
Just learn new ways that you can be able
spreading
to
the word. That's
just,
always
spread
that's
the
what we
word,
need.
be able to just practice inclusion and being able to have people more easily understand it. Being able to introduce it into schools and workplace, just into community. So yeah, a lot of different
Tomorrow will
ways.
be cool. So it's all the retired NFL players are going to be there to help
My
award
friend
you guys.
Tom.
Yes, it's really going to be
Sorry.
it's
gonna be a
really
party and a
going to be
half,
amazing.
for sure.
Yeah.
So I hope you guys are ready.
I keep
Yeah.
hearing it's a party.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
That's
it's a
good.
party.
Keep hearing it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's a party. So if you guys need a sitter, girl, I
Ah.
have to hook you up.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, she's like, all right, I'll take it.
He's like, yeah, please,
Please,
that works.
yes.
Who you got? Okay. Yeah.
All right, well,
And then also, I feel like we need to tap into, the title of the podcast. That would be an important
thank
question.
you, Franco. Oh, you forgot your other question.
It's pretty
No,
crazy.
it's
We've
fine.
done
All
like
right. No.
dozens
Other
and
one.
dozens of these, and I have to remind her every single episode to ask the question.
You do yours, and I'll do mine. Okay, so we're on the A Little Something Extra podcast, and this is about all of us are born with a little something extra.
Well, it's
Every-
just something extra.
Yeah.
Well,
What
that'll
is
be
your-
the
Are
question.
you just taking it away from me?
Yes, I am.
So Gigi wants to know, what is your something extra? What do you think is your superpower that drives you every day?
Ooh, that's a tough one.
Loaded question.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I was gonna say like physical or like internal. Like,
Really, it's like the thing that inspires you every day to want to go out and make a change in the world.
Oh, I mean, that's just wanting to be a better person. I guess like just live a life where, like, you know, whenever I pass away, that, you know, I did everything I possibly could to, you know, be a great man, and so that my kids, they leave a legacy for them as well, you know, so that then my son can grow up and be like, my father, you know, he did everything he could to help raise awareness for, you know, my problem or my disability that I have, and you know, that's what it's all about, I feel like, for me.
Yeah, absolutely. To make that lasting impact. That's
Yep.
amazing.
I would say the same thing for me.
Yeah.
You know, just to bring awareness and just to make the world a better place. You know, everybody should be nice and treat everybody with respect. So just, like I said, make the world a better place.
Love it.
Yeah,
You guys
absolutely.
are doing it.
Yeah,
What about
guys
you,
are definitely
Gigi? What's
living
your
that journey.
extra?
What's your something extra? Something extra. Is that my mom?
I mean,
That's awesome.
mine is to be accepting and be a superpower.
And
Be
to
a
have that be your superpower?
Be a superhero.
Here we go.
Okay.
An acceptance
I'll
superhero.
take it.
Yeah.
I'll take it.
Love
All right, one message.
Sorry,
Gigi's go-to question. of
if
the
you had one
podcast.
message to the world, what will it be?
One message to the world. What would it be?
I think my one message is spread love.
Oh, I like
Just
it.
show love to everybody.
Yeah,
I think that's my one message.
love
Absolutely.
Mine would be peace. Just bring peace to the world, positivity to the world, you know. Don't be a negative individual. Don't be an evil individual. Just be peaceful.
that. Peaceful.
Peaceful
Wow. I
Absolutely.
love these guys. I can't wait to honor you guys because it's going to be awesome and nobody deserves it more than you guys. I can't wait to see what you're going to do with your lives because we are now going to be friends forever. I can tell you that right now. I will keep saying that. And my girl over there, when that baby comes out, I'm ready for it. I am ready for it. I will be Aunt Nancy.
Really?
Yep.
So Gigi,
Yes.
can I ask you a question?
Sure.
How does it feel to be famous?
Makes me happy that I'm happy that my mom built it for me and my friends have Down syndrome.
Mm-hmm. Being able to
Makes me-
support them.
And she made me promise.
I did make a promise. You know what? When I did. Thank you. You're
Okay.
right. I did. I made a promise when she was about 5 months old. That's when this whole thing started. I was putting her to bed, and you know, you don't even think about that low muscle tone and that weight that they carry every day. And I was putting her to bed one night, and she was asleep, and I felt that low muscle tone as I was putting her down. You know, her arm was flopping down. I was putting her down, and I was like, wow, she carries this weight with her every single day. Everything is harder for her. You know, she has to teach her body to do what comes naturally to all of us. Yet she never lets me down. She only wants to make me happy. You know, she is put here to serve others and not, you know, so I'm just putting her down, and I made a promise to her that night that I was going to change the way the world saw her and all of her friends with Down syndrome. And I remember thinking, I put her down there and I was like, oh, what the hell? How am I going to do this? Like, I don't know how I'm going to, I don't even know how I'm going to do this. And then, like, I literally walked away going, okay, God, I made that promise. And then it was literally like, okay, am I just going to raise money? Like, I've always been able to be a good fundraiser. Am I just going to raise money? But what is that going to do? You know, and then I started looking around and I was like, you know, everything just seemed very, you know, oh, we're doing this here, or we're doing this here. And I just wanted to bring people together. I wanted to take away that negative energy. You know, that when Gigi was born, there was condolences and not congratulations. Right? Right? And I just wanted to, like, I wanted a positive place where people were going to walk in that door and our kids were going to be celebrated from the minute they were born, from the minute the parents heard that. And that's what we did. And that's what we continue to do 21 years later. And I was always like, okay, all right, we're going to do this, but everything has to be free. So we don't charge for anything that we do here. So free tutoring, free therapy, one-on-one tutoring, literacy, math, speech therapy, fitness programs, career program. Everything is free and always will be. And isn't it amazing? You know, that's when you know God's driving this thing. Because you know what? Everyone told me, right? Everyone told me it's not possible. You're not going to be able to do that. There either has to be fee for service, there has to be membership fees, there has to be something. And I go, these parents have enough. Why can't we give this to them? Why can't we give these kids that leg up so that they can start school the way that their peers are? You know, that we can give them all the tools they need to succeed. We need to be able to do that. And we can't say, you can get it because you can pay for it, but you can't. Not doing that. This is built for everybody. This Playhouse is built, every Playhouse is built for everybody. And for, higher powers guiding this thing and keeps bringing me amazing people like you guys that are going to help spread the message to the next generation, the next group of people who need to hear it. And they need to hear it from you, not from me. You guys are that voice.
Yes, ma'am.
And that's why we're so blessed to have you here today. So I thank you so much. And I can't wait to celebrate you guys tomorrow night.
Thank you so much for having us.
Epic! Yes. And that's it. We will sign off. Franco, anything before we go?
No, I don't want to ruin the sign off that you just did because that was pretty good.
Yeah,
that was
really
pretty
good.
good. So, yes, I think we leave it at that.
All right.
Yeah,
Teach. Say goodbye to our boys.
I have a question. No.
Oh, okay. She's got another question.
Sorry.
If it's about
What you
Lucas,
got?
we're
No,
turning
it's
it
not.
off.
Not him, okay?
Okay, what is it?
Do you have a coach for your football teams?
Yes, we have coaches for our team.
Are they nice?
Are they nice?
Sometimes they are.
She's doing anything to have questions here.
Yeah, she's just pulling anything out. Yes, typically
You gonna ask
football
them?
teams have coaches.
I was telling them about tomorrow night and what are you drinking tomorrow night?
I want to say it.
You already told us.
I'm drinking alcohol.
Well, well, that they know. But in the car yesterday, you kind of said you were going to be drinking what?
Whiskey.
Yep.
That's strong.
What is your favorite whiskey?
It's that peanut butter one and the cookie dough.
Cookie dough,
Say the
whiskey,
names.
and peanut butter.
Yeah.
Whiskey?
Whiskey.
Screwball.
Yes. Screwball
and
and
Doughball.
and doughball. Have you guys ever tried?
No.
One is
It's
yeah.
good.
That,
Whiskey is pretty strong.
Yeah.
Really
Yeah.
strong.
She's like, yeah. So, your
she's
point?
like, well,
That's
I'm
the
21.
point.
Yeah. She's like, I'll see you at the bar
Because
tomorrow.
I'm
Clearly, I've
21.
made a really, really good impression as a mother.
Yeah. She's 21, but
I'm
these
21, but almost 22.
almost 22.
Yes.
Yep.
When's your birthday?
August 2nd. And it's
Yeah.
coming up.
It's coming up because it's February. So yeah, it's coming up.
It's coming up. Only
Yeah,
6
right
months
around the
away.
Yeah.
Can't wait.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
All right.
All
Well,
right.
thank you guys
Thank you
so
for your
much.
questions, Gigi.
Love you guys. You guys are amazing. I am like excited for this year, what we're going to do, what you guys are going to continue to do. And we're just going to keep crushing it.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you for
All
having
right.
us.
Thank you,
Love
guys.
you guys.
Signing off.
Signing off.
Everybody is born with a little something extra, and sometimes they just have to find it. A little something extra is that superpower that every single one of us has inside that motivates us and drives our passion and makes us do the things that we do.
We're all on the same team. Let's think about how we can make that team as inclusive as we can.
For those of you listening to our podcast right now, you can also check out our video podcast at alittlesomethingextrapodcast.org.